YouTube, what's up? I've always wanted to say that. Today, I'm in a really good mood this morning. I don't know. I just woke up and I just feel really good today. So I feel like being funny and corny. So look out in today's video. Today, we're going to be sharing our meals on a carnivore day and any other stuff that's going on. You know how we do. I'll be back in just a little bit to show you what we are having for our first meal. I have something planned for our dinner tonight that's going to be very different than what we normally eat. So just hang on for that. I'll see you soon. I've had 1 cup of coffee this morning earlier. It is almost 9 o'clock and I'm going to make a second cup. I'm going to make an Americano and I'm going to show you how I do that. So this is my Nespresso machine and it uses these little pods. The pods are different sizes. This is a full cup of coffee. I don't remember the ounces, but it's a big mug full of coffee. Then you have these little espresso shots, and this one is called Alticio. And I'm just gonna put that in there. It's only gonna make literally a little shot of coffee, espresso. All right, I already have a little cream in here. And right here, I have some water heating, hot water to 212 degrees. That's just the temperature I like for this kind of thing. So, very strong though. All right, let it finish dripping. All right, I'm gonna go over here and fill up my mug the rest of the way with hot water. I got my cream in there, heavy cream. So basically this is just a strong espresso with hot water. Mix up that cream a little bit. And that is how I make an Americano. So hot, but that is so delicious. It's just a different flavor with the espresso and the water because the espresso is very strong. And I'm just not one to just drink like a little shot of espresso. I like that strong flavor, but I also like it watered down. So very good. All right, we are running out to do some errands. It is 9 degrees out, very cold, blustery day here in northern Michigan. I have a box here, something new I've been doing. A lot of you know that I used to be a reseller. I used to go and find lots of treasures in thrift stores and garage sales and all of that. And I used to list these items on Etsy and eBay and Poshmark. And I did that for years. I really enjoyed doing that. And then when I started doing this with the keto and the low carb and everything, it didn't have time for that. So I kind of let that go, got rid of everything. But recently, since I have an Etsy store for my cookbooks and meal plan and all of that, I decided to start listing some fun stuff on there. And I have some wooden dough bowls that are really cool and old on there. Great for the Caesar salads that I make. And I have already sold one of those. And in here, I have those little green daisy mugs, those Corel mugs. Do you all remember that set of mugs that I bought not too long ago? They were so cute. I sold them and I got them in this package here. I'm getting ready to drop them off at the post office. So thought I would mention that. If you haven't checked out my Etsy shop, I got some cool little vintage kitchen stuff over there. Just a few things. And I'm trying to accumulate some more to add to that because it's fun. What else are we doing? I don't know. We'll let you know. All right, we are back from town and we're making breakfast. It is almost 12 o'clock. We stopped at our little local bacon store, meat store, and I picked up 2 pounds of breakfast sausage because we're pretty much out of breakfast sausage here, I believe. And I was in the mood for some gravy. So I have a great recipe on my website for sausage gravy. Link the recipe for that down below. So we're gonna make sausage stuffed omelets. We're gonna take it to a whole nother level. We're gonna put sausage gravy on top of the sausage omelets. So that's gonna be our epic breakfast for today. All right, so I'm gonna brew some coffee. We want a little more coffee. And I went to the thrift store, found some cute little treasures. I know some of y'all have seen me use the bowl, this bowl right here by Fire King. It's vintage. I have a bowl just like this that I've been using for quite a bit of time now. I found 2 more. I also got a little casserole that matches. So I just love stuff like that. I just poured water all over the floor, by the way. So I'll be back. Look at that omelet. Sausage, onions, cheddar cheese, 3 eggs, gravy on top. He's making his right now. I'm just gonna have a sparkling water with mine today, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I look like a hot mess. All right, so I just received a package. I had a company contact me and ask me if I wanted to try out one of these veggie choppers. See that picture? I have it right here in front of me. It's the rectangular little container with the blades, and then you got the little lid where you can push down and dice and chop your veggies or what have you. I want you to comment down below if you have one of these. Doesn't have to be this brand, but if you have one of these choppers, and let me know how you like it. I haven't used it yet. And let me know what you make with this. I know it would be great for when we make our omelets for chopping onions. I think Ed does like using his big chef knife to chop up the onions. But let me know what you do with one of these little kitchen choppers. I'm gonna make some PSMF rolls. They're Hawaiian rolls. I have done a video on them, and I also have the recipe over on my blog. It's not my recipe. There's a channel that is not very active anymore. Carnivore Angel, it used to be called. I think it's called something else now. But she's the one who came up with the recipe. I will find the video of her making the Hawaiian rolls and put it down in the description under this video. It was maybe a year or 2 ago when she made the rolls. It could be longer, but they're made out of egg white powder. And I haven't made them in a while, and I brought them up the other day, and Ed said, ooh, let's make some of those little ham sandwiches. There's a recipe on Pinterest for, you take Hawaiian rolls and you slice them, and then you put ham and cheese or whatever kind of cold cuts you want on them, and you put them in a baking pan, you pour butter and seasoning over them, and you bake them until they're nice and brown and the cheese is melted. We're gonna make those tonight for dinner. I'm gonna film making the rolls today, but I will link the video, and you can watch the one where I made them before and the one where Amy made them before. When they're done, I'm gonna come back and make the sandwiches, and that's when I'll come in and show you how I make those. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna give you all a sneak peek of my rolls before they go in the oven. Look at that. I ended up doubling the batch because I just want to make extra, because when I make something like this, it's time consuming. So it's okay to make extra and throw them in the freezer so that you can have them for another time. So I'm gonna get these in the oven. These go in the oven at 325 for 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, you just shut the oven off and leave them in there for an additional 15 minutes. I'll be back when that time comes. Look at those beautiful golden rolls. These are gonna be great for our ham and cheese sliders later on. So I'll be back to show you how I prepare those in just a little bit. Just a few ingredients here. I have some ham that I get from Aldi. This is organic Black Forest ham. It has clean ingredients. I also have some cheddar cheese and some Havarti cheese. I wanna use the Havarti cheese, but I'm not sure I have enough in here, so I'm gonna start with this and then we'll see. It's some mayonnaise and a little bit of Dijon mustard mixed together here. The Dijon makes it just so good, all right? You just take these, and I need a bigger pan to heat these in because it's what's gonna work the best, all right? So you just take your little bun, some of this mayo and Dijon on the bottom. When this warms up in the oven, it's so good. Do all the bottoms. Don't be stingy with the mayo. Trust me, it makes it so gooey and good. I think I'm being a little too stingy with the mayo. I'm running out. All right, I'm gonna have to steal from some. I'm gonna have to take a little bit off of here. And I'm a real life home cook. I'm definitely not a professional, so don't judge me on that. All right, so I got all my little buns here in a circle. See that? With the mayonnaise and mustard. And then I'm going to open, I already had some ham in this container, so we're gonna use these first. I'm gonna put one on each one until I see how much ham I have. And then if I have enough, I'm gonna go around with another round of ham. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not a professional filmer either. All right. I have enough to do 2 slices of ham per sandwich. And I may go into the refrigerator and pull out some turkey. I have some turkey breast, the same brand from Aldi. And I think that would be good to have turkey on here as well, make them real nice and thick and meaty. So I think I'll do that too. Hope you can see. I don't have a film crew. It's just little old me here, doing my best. All right, gonna run out of ham. All right, I'm gonna get some turkey. Turkey, it's Simply Nature from Aldi, organic, pretty clean in ingredients as you can get for lunch meat. It is a processed food, so you gotta watch when you are shopping for deli meats if you are watching your ingredients, because a lot of them have some not so good ingredients in them. All right, so, all right, that worked out perfectly. I got on top of the mayonnaise and Dijon mixture, I have ham and turkey. Oops, almost squished one of my buns. All right, I have some Havarti cheese here. And guess what? We're not using the Havarti. It's moldy. All right, we're gonna go with the cheddar. Cheddar makes everything better, right? I told you guys at the beginning of this video, I was in a really good mood today. And when I am in a really good mood, sometimes I just am goofy, but that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna put a piece of cheddar on every sandwich. Now, another cheese that is great for this is Swiss. I don't have any Swiss, but it is great on these little sandwiches. Looks like I'm gonna have literally just enough slices. I can't believe it. I didn't even plan that. It just worked out. Sometimes things just work out, you know? All right. Oh, put tops on all of these sandwiches. They're probably not the right top for the right sandwich, but who cares? Next thing I'm gonna do is melt some butter, and I'm gonna add some garlic powder and some Worcestershire sauce. I know I probably said that wrong, but I don't really care. Today is one of those I don't care days. And then I'm gonna also add some, I don't have poppy seeds, but I do have Everything Bagel Seasoning, which has poppy seeds in it. So I'm gonna put some of that in there. And I'm just gonna pour it over the top. I'm gonna put this in a 350 degrees oven, put it in there for about 10 minutes until everything is gooey and melted, and it is going to be amazing. Go ahead and get that butter melted and I'll be back. I am making a side to go along with our sandwiches. when you have a sandwich, it's just really nice to have a little side. Typically, one would have maybe some French fries or some chips or something like that. We definitely are going to have a couple of pickle slices on the side. I can tell you that much. But I am making a carnivore side, and I've made this before on the channel. I also have this available over on my website as well. You don't really need a recipe for this. It's so easy. This is called bacon knots, and I'm gonna show you real quick. You just take a strip of bacon. The long bacon works best. The center cut bacon, you can only usually get one little tie out of because it's shorter. So I like the regular sliced bacon, and I just tie it into a little knot. You want it to be a loose knot. You don't want to pull real tight. Then I do another knot. So that's called a double knot, right? Get this cute little bow tie of a bacon. Look at that, it's so cute. And you just tie a bunch of them, lay them in your air fryer, and then after I get these done, I'll show you what I'm gonna put on them. Okay, so here are my knots. I have already sprinkled Parmesan cheese on these. Garlic powder. I'm going to just get a little bit on my fingers and just sprinkle some garlic powder. Something about bacon being tied up in a knot, you get this like chewy, thick center, and then you get the crispy edges. It's really good. I highly recommend trying bacon knots if you've never tried it before. I also have some Italian seasoning that I'm gonna put on here. You could put whatever you want on here. You could put some chili lime seasoning. You could put crushed red pepper if you want to have something spicy. You can do it however you want, but I highly recommend trying this way of making bacon. So I'm going to close this up, set it on the bacon setting. These take a little bit longer. Normally we cook our bacon for about 10 minutes. These go for about 15 minutes. All right, these are getting ready to go in the oven. I just poured butter over this that had some good stuff in it. The recipe's over on my website. And then I sprinkled on some bagel seasoning. I'm gonna put these in the oven. It's gonna be so, so good. The sliders are in the oven. I put them in there at 350 degrees. They're gonna go for 10-15 minutes. And the bacon is in the air fryer, gonna go for about the same time. And when we're ready to eat, I'll come back and show you what this fabulous dinner is gonna look like. By the way, I'm sitting here enjoying some iced plain green tea, and it's good. All right, you all, I'm so excited to eat this meal. Ed is in the garage, and I just texted him, and his phone's in here. I just heard it go ding, so I'm gonna have to run out and get him, but this is what we're having. I put it on a cute little tray, so, you know, it's really cute. It's my bacon knots. I don't know why I don't make these more often. I just forget about them, you know? But these make a great side. I'm gonna grab another bacon knot. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. It is 5:30, that's gonna be it for my eating for the rest of the night. I'll have some hot chocolate element or something like that, but eating done. Sorry Ed wasn't up here at the moment to show you, but he's having the same thing. He'll probably have a couple of those, 2 or 3. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Make sure that you subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and I will see you really soon. God bless.